Alright, gonna head up to a call to change out an evaporator coil. Little tiny one with a cap tube on a little walk-in. Hey, hose! And this is the most important stop of the day. Get the damn cup of coffee to get this thing rolling. I'm gonna change the Evap coil out on this little teeny weeny lock-in box. And I always like the stuff I find out there. What are we looking at here? 2 cap tubes into 1 feed. And it's not a dual feed coil. And I'm just gonna go back with what the OEM said is 80 inches of 0.49 cap tube. I don't know who did the doubler, but I always like finding stuff. These ones are really easy to work on, these little pop top reveals. Coil. This is an OEM. This is a constant cut-in thermostat. Goes into the Evap coil. That takes care of all your defrosting and stuff. That fan motors seem okay. This thing's a leaker. It's original. It's really old. And we got a new one we're gonna put in. So we'll get the recovery stuff, get her all recovered. And we'll get to cracking on this. Okay, this is my replacement coil. I measured it and checked to make sure it's the right coil. That's always nice. So, it's a single pass, in, out. And we'll get this thing all ready to go. Okay, this is basically most of all that you're going to need to do this little Evap change out. Is you got your coil, cap tube dryer, cap tube, 0.49, TC49, some 1/4 inch copper, some 1/2 inch, a couple benders, cap tube cutter, and all the other stuff you guys know about already. The torch, your recovery unit, blah blah blah. Okay, we'll get to digging on this thing. Okay, we got the old coil out. I'll do a little house cleaning in there and get ready to install the new coil. And this is what they had on the liquid line, going into some 1/4 inch tubing, and then to two cap tubes into that. But the OEM says it's 1 cap tube, 0.49, 80 inches, and that's why I'm going to put it back. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, got the new coil dry fitted in there. I'm gonna bend up an offset to come out here, and we'll get this all bent up and stuff. Okay, so I got my offset all bent up. I got the end of it taped up for when it goes through the coil over there, a bunch of crap doesn't get in it. And I got the coil sitting out here so we could fit in a piece and get the cap tube. We'll get that all welded up while it's out here, so you're not welding it all up next to the side there. We'll get the coupling on here too, at least one side of it welded up, and then we'll get this pieced all back together in there and start getting it back together here. Okay, cut the cap tube. Then I'll get any round cylinder. This time I'm using a spray bottle. You could use a WD-40 bottle. Then you just wrap the cap tube around it. And then you pull it off there and you got nice tight coil to work with for your cap tube. Okay, so we did some welding. Now we mounted the coil. We got our offset in. You know, you got the tape on it so the fuzz doesn't go in there. Did the same on the cap tube at the end of the cap tube. You put a little tape over it so the insulation doesn't get down into your work. And then you got your nice little coil for your cap tube sitting in there. I gotta make up this weld and then that connection, and then I'll get my dryer and stuff going over there for the termination of the cap tube. And then I gotta slip a piece of insulation on that suction line also. Okay, I got my cap tube dryer here. I'm gonna get it prepped and ready. It's got the flare on it. It's gonna end up on the back side there, so it makes it easier just to weld it while it's out here. Then we'll have this last one right here, the little termination for the cap tube. That's where it goes. So the same little trick we did with the cap tube with the spray bottle, I used the back of my screwdriver here and got those all coiled up, and then it goes into the dryer right here. We'll get all this welded up here. But I throw this little tidbit in there. Found this at the wholesale house. It's a valve for your acetylene tank. Just goes right on there. And then you got yourself a nice little hand valve. Makes it nice and easy. It's a pretty cool little deal. I don't even know who makes that, but it says acetylene on it, H.V.A.C. So you can get the wrenching on stuff. Okay. I scored these little nitrogen tanks, Fisher Price size, at the gas place. They were out of the big ones, but they come in super handy when you're purging on these little systems. You know, the ceiling's right there, the box is right there. You know, they're tiny. And those are really slick in tight places. Together. We'll go ahead and get her charged up now. See how she's doing. Oh yeah, give the condenser a little love too. Oh yeah. Okay, we're about a 19-degree evaporator. I'm calling that good. Okay, that little guy ended up taking 1 pound, 8 ounce. We switched it over to 134A. We've had some R12 substitute in it before, R409A. That's all back together. This is the little box, teeny weeny. Where are we at? We're almost there. 42 and a half. Gonna call this little one good.